Hello everyone, this video I will show you some new functions of KCS v3 firmware. And you can see my compute, and we have released this 3.24.3. So the mainly function that have add these two functions is add the debounce capability of digital input. You can see here the ESP home. This also have a debounce value you can set by ESP home. That's used for digital input because sometimes if your cable have not good conduct, this have a not good conduct that will have a pulse in the signal of the digital input. So we have added this value you can set in KCS v3 firmware. And the second, you can see that support wiegand protocol for access control panel. So this video I will show you how it works. And this have fixed bug. And you can see the first, and this value you can check. I have used this AIO hybrid, and I have connected with access control panel. And you can also use this panel. And the first, you can see the digital input in system web page that have a input delay time. This just means this debounce. The bounce value, you can set a different value by yourself, so that will make the digital input signal will be stable, more stable. Okay, this is very easy, just to have an option in the system web page. And the second, you can see we have added this wiegand protocol at here. Okay, let's look at my hardware. And you can see this is AIO hybrid, and this access control panel, I have used this one, you can see. I have used this one. This one, I only have connected with the DC 12 volt power supply for this control panel. And this is D1 and D0, just for wiegand. For the green cable and the white cable, usually you can see the wiegand that will have a D0 and D1. And you can see it here. Usually we'll have this D1 and D0, just the two cables for communication. Okay, so this is access control panel, and you can use any access control panel, just have wiegand protocol. So let's look at how it decode from these two cables, and you can use for IFTTT for automation. So if you want, press this button, relay 1, we can talk in relay 1, or you can press a password and enter, and that will turn on and target the relay just set by yourself. Just we can decode the wiegand, the key code. Okay, let's look at how it works. The first, you can see in this protocol there will be a new web page that wiegand you can click. And this time you can see you just enable this wiegand function, and which GPIO for D1 and which GPIO for D0. You can see, you can select by this free GPIO list. You have connected which pin have connected. I have set this to free GPIO that is from this AIO hybrid. Okay, you can press this save, and then you can see this is the debug window for this wiegand. So you can see I can press this button 1. Button 1. You can see that should E0. This is decoded by hex format. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this access control panel you can decode and the wiegand, the code. But some different product, different access control panel will output different signal. This just all presses button have output the wiegand date, but sometimes that's set by the access control panel. Just input a password. If the password is correct, then we'll output one key code. Or maybe you will use an IC card that will output a wiegand code. So this code we can use for IFTTT, so that make automation by yourself. So we can test if I press this button 1. We can toggle relay 1, and you can see this is 1, this 1, this is E0, this is E0. So this time we can create a customized protocol. When we received E0 from wiegand protocol. So customer size presses RX just if we have received what signal. You can see which signal, just wiegand, and the hex code is E0, and this is hex code, so we can check this hex code. This is customer size protocol 1. We can press save. Press save. Okay, now we can go to this IFTTT, and then first we can define this first one, and this is toggling relay 1, but this time we have used the access control panel button 1 enable, and if the customer size protocol number 1, just this means if I have received a E0 code from wiegand, then I can toggle relay 1. Toggle relay 1, you can see, apply, and press save. Press save, and you can see I can return, and you can see the first one, IFTTT is enabled. We can test it, and now you can see if I press this one, you can see relay 1 is on, relay 1 is off. So you can see this time I can use this key to toggle this relay. But you can also set a password. When the password is correct, then output a wiegand code. So now let's test if I use this number 2 to toggle relay 2. So it's also, you can see, go to here, wiegand, and I press this button 2. You can see I press this button 2. The button 2, the key code is D0. So I can create the customer size protocol number 2, D0. You can see I can select wiegand, hex code D0, and press this save. Okay, after reboot, and we go to this IFTTT and edit, and this time is toggling 2. And enable, and if customer size protocol number 2, that is just receive D0 from wiegand, and this time toggling relay 2, and press save, reboot. Okay, let's test it. These two IFTTT commands have enabled. Now you can see I can use my access control panel, press this way, relay 2 is on, relay 2 is off. So you can see. Now I can use this control panel, define this number 1 for relay 1 toggling and number 2 for relay 2 toggling. So this is a wiegand access control panel used for IFTTT. So now I think you can integrate your own access control panel, just decode the wiegand key code firstly, and then set and create your IFTTT command by yourself. It's very easy. Okay, if you have any questions, you can leave a message to us. Thanks for watching.